Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of The Girls Room. This is the first episode of the 2020 season. I am so excited to be back. I'm so excited you guys are here. Give yourself a round of applause just for showing up, or a snap, or whatever. Before we start, let's definitely go around and introduce ourselves. We can start with you, Amanda.
Hi, my name is Amanda. I'm happy to be back on The Girls Show again for my second time.
Hey, it's your girl Reese, and I'm here.
Yes. And last but certainly not least, OG.
It's Deidre. Of course, you probably can put a face to the name now. I've been on a couple of episodes of The Girls Room. Y'all can follow me on the gram too, Deidre_Idara.
Yes. A couple is definitely an understatement because you've definitely been on majority.
Yeah,
You've been on a lot of them, actually. First question, our first discussion of the episode. Let's just jump right into like fucking our exes. So who's still fucking their exes in 2020?
I'm not ashamed
Deidre,
to say.
I want to be like you when I grow up.
Well, like, I haven't talked to my ex, I haven't talked to my ex since 2016, so.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, but, like, as far as, like, people that I used to mess with, no, like, I feel like I cut all that off.
Okay.
Even before this year had even started. There's somebody that's, like, texted me from, like, 2018, and I was like, I don't want to talk to you no more, and I think he thinks I was playing. I'm like, I don't want to talk to you anymore, and I think the best way for you to be like, okay, I'm not going to fuck this nigga no more, is like, you really just can't fuck him no more.
Oh, damn.
Like, you really gotta cut off cold turkey. You gotta be like,
I guess that's step one, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be real resilient about it. You gotta be really resilient about it, and you have to mean every word that you say. You be like, girl, I'm not fucking him no more, and you really are fucking him. Like, you just saying that thing. Also, I've been seeing somebody for, we're not together or anything.
I'm gonna say,
we're not
you're in a
together,
serious relationship?
But, no.
What?
No, because serious relationships means marriage, and who wants to get married?
I do.
I do, but not right now. But no, there's somebody that I've been like seeing, and I've been, I guess, with that one person, I'm like, I really don't care to have sex with anybody else.
Okay.
So I think that's it. Again, like my actual official ex, we ain't talked since 2016, and we ain't have sex since 2015.
But has your ex been like your last like exclusive boyfriend then? Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, ladies, do you have anything to say to that? Kind of quiet.
Well, I am like talking to somebody I messed with in the past, and I did have a little moment on New Year's night. I just went over there just to have some fun.
New Year's, new dick.
I'm trying to
Old
go
dick,
like cold turkey, like and just like be done with it, and it's not messing around with people. It's not worth my time.
Oh, you guys are so mature. I am always messing with people that are not worth my time.
I am the queen of fucking my exes, fucking boys that I used to talk to.
Oh, you held the
boys,
queen.
Of course, because I mess with little boys. Not like that.
Let's please clarify.
No Michael Jackson, no R. Kelly shit.
No. When she says little boy, she means 18 and up. She means 18 and up.
It's kind of hard to find a good grown man. But no, I'm still having sex with the guy I lost my virginity to. So
okay.
I really have a problem with recycling guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's like, come on back.
Well, is it a problem, or is that just like what you feel the most comfortable doing? Like, can you even explain what you mean by recycling guys?
The process of meeting new guys. First of all, the process of meeting new guys is way too hard. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You got to go through a lot. You got to vet them. Can you even have them at your house? Mm-hmm. I'd rather fuck with the guy I knew for years, and I know I can invite him over my house, so it's not going to be a big deal, and we can just chill. Does that hinder me from meeting somebody new and probably getting a boyfriend or something like that? Yes. You know, and another reason why I stopped fucking my ex before he got chained up or whatever, that's what you want to say, because I don't want to reveal any identities, was just like, damn, well, I keep saying, like, I want a boyfriend. How can I want a boyfriend if I meet somebody new? They'd be like, well, what's your last relationship? And I'd be like, 6 months ago. And they'd be like, you still talk to him? And it's like, yeah, we just had sex last week. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not even productive.
Would you lie about that information, or would you be super upfront? Okay.
Before, even lying about my age when I was a little girl. I don't lie about anything. I would just tell you up front, like, yeah, I still fuck with my ex.
Okay.
Me and him fucked last week,
We're fucking right now.
Is this that? Be honest. Be honest. What's the worst that can happen? They said, no, I don't want to talk to you. Okay, move on to the next one.
Okay.
My ex, he's always going to be there. So.
Oh, straight like that.
No shade.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So is it more like y'all don't want to increase y'all body counts, or is it more so like because you're familiar? Because I know people who are like, I don't want to increase my body count because of X, Y, Z. So I'm just going to keep fucking the person that I've been fucking. Even though they might be detrimental, even though they might be toxic, even though they might be this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, for me, I will say, like, body count used to be, like, a big thing for me. Like, I used to sit there and write down, like, these are my bodies. Oh, my God. I'm getting past the fingers. Like, you get past the fingers, but you going to use toes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and me, I'm the type of person where I have some bodies in my body count that's like, I should have never did that.
Right.
You know, that was a waste of a body.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, looking at my past and saying, like, you know what? I don't want to meet somebody new, and we just end up fucking one time, and then it's like, why did I even add you to my body count? I'd rather fuck the nigga I've been fucking for 10 times a week. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's just that comfortability. Right. Who wants to meet somebody and then they say, well, nobody asks that anymore. What's your body
I hope
count?
no one's asking that. Yeah.
If they do, we don't want to sit there and have to be like 35.
I know, but yeah, I never had anybody ask me that.
Yeah, like, it would be weird.
Yeah. I don't get the body count question anymore, but then again, I'm not really talking to anybody, so that's probably why I haven't gotten the question. But if I did get it, I'd be a little offended, because I feel like, why does that matter, personally? I'm not on the spectrum where I'm afraid of body count as much as I'm just like, I'm afraid of giving a fuck about somebody else. Like, I'm afraid of, like, my feelings being hurt. So that's really, matter, though, like, I mean,
I know guys, you ask them and they be like, oh, I had sex with 200 people. And then you're like, what? And they're like, that's a mix of like orgies and threesomes and all of that. And you just be like, oh my God. Not that I'm judging you, it's just like, damn, who wants to be with somebody that has sex with 200 people?
Like, you do have to think about it. It's like, I'm not judging you, but it's like, darn.
Yeah, that's a lot. Like, that's a bit much.
Yeah.
So like, at what point does it become like, okay, this is gross? Because like, so you've been at 200, like, or the man could have been like, I slept with 20 people. So okay, like, 20, 200, what really is high?
20 is not bad.
I don't think 20 is bad.
Especially at our age.
No, yeah.
That's not a bad number.
When you were sexually acting up to your age.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I lost my virginity when I was 14. And I'm like, if I was like, oh, I had sex with 20 people, in my head, that's not a lot of people.
No.
I'm about to be 26 this year, so that's what, 12 years ago.
20 is not a bad number.
No.
It's not a bad number at all. But some people might be like, oh, that's bad. That's not a good number.
I guess my follow-up, is that bad because you're a woman or like because you're a man? Because the number for a woman and for a man are two different things.
Right.
And there's a double standard there. We can't avoid that. So it's like, I feel like, this is why I just rather not know, because I don't think it's my place to really care about that. I mean, I guess my question would be like, are you having protective sex at least?
That's
if you're fucking like that,
like,
or you be saying protective
sex? You can have sex
with
one person, you can have sex with 100, like, and you can have sex with 100 people, not catch anything, and that first person you could have caught something, like.
That's just your luck right there.
I mean,
you better go to church.
But I mean, give us some tips, because you're the only girl on this panel that has not been fucking their ex for about 4 years now, I guess, if I'm doing the math correct. So please teach us your ways, because we're still doing it.
Look right into the camera for this one. Let him do you real dirty, and that's gonna make you not want to fuck him no more.
How does that
like
give her the
mic. That's not the real thing. But like, honestly, I just came to a point where it was like, okay, this dude, we don't see each other ever getting back together. And on top of that, I want to be able to move forward. And once I did start moving forward with somebody different other than him, it was like, okay, this is a weight lifted off my shoulders. Okay. Somebody said that like the best way to get over somebody is to get under another. Exactly. And I don't think it's like necessarily like to get like to sleep around.
Really.
But it's like, okay, get comfortable with someone else, or just be more vulnerable with somebody else. Having that be able to like let your guard down with somebody else, and then let that person move on. When you're able to move on from that other person, they will move on from you. You're straight. Like, you're straight. You're good.
I disagree with the latter part though. I don't think you have to have sex with someone else to get over them. At least not for me. At least because I have more emotional connections. Like, it's easy for me to sleep with people. Not to say it like that, but like it's harder for me to have an actual vulnerable emotional connection with someone. So I'll just compartmentalize my head and I'll just put you somewhere else. And I won't think about you. But me sleeping with someone else doesn't necessarily help me get over that person.
Right. That's why I was like, not necessarily get under that person. Like, you have to necessarily sleep with them, but like under that person, or get with another person that's going to make you feel just as comfortable as that last person did. True. I feel like we all have our exes, and of course, like, I have my own memories and things that I miss about him, but whatever, like, sit here and like text him like, what you doing right now? Like, I probably wouldn't. Okay. I honestly would not. And I think he's probably in a whole new relationship right now anyway, so I feel like that would be disrespectful on my own part.
This is a follow-up question that I wasn't really going to ask you guys, but do you ever feel like you date the same person, like the same personality? I feel like I be dating the same people all the time. want to expand on that?
Well,
I know you had something to say about the last thing, so if you want to backtrack, sorry.
Do I want to backtrack?
I mean, because I know you had something to say.
No, I was gonna say, it's kind of harder when that person is reciprocating your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So if you text your ex and you like, what you doing? And he like, nothing, I'm chilling. How about you? Then it'll be like, damn, like it's kind of hard to get over it when that's still there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you text your ex like, what you doing? And they don't reply, and then you call them and they still don't answer, then it's like, all right, I gotta get over this shit because clearly I'm thirsty. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get over it. But when the feelings are reciprocated, it's like I'm never gonna stop talking to you unless you stop talking to me.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's how I end up a lot of times.
And then I feel like at that point, you really just gotta dead it cold turkey. Like, if you really want to stop fucking with that person, you just gotta dead it. You really gotta just end it
And
cold turkey.
it's hard.
It's gonna
I'm
be
not
hard.
addicted to cigarettes. I'm not addicted to alcohol,
Right.
gambling. But these niggas, like, it's just so hard for me sometimes. Like, niggas do me the dirtiest things to me, and I'm just like,
Right. Like, no,
I get high a lot, so I just forget everything. I'm like, I don't even remember you doing that shit. What's up?
You become super
like,
forgiving.
But it's really gonna have to come to a point where it's just like, I don't want to talk to you no more. For me, like, if you know that person is not good for you, if you know that person is not good for you at all, like, even though, like, niggas are the biggest manipulators. They know that you go and text them what you're doing, and they know because you go and text them what you're doing, they're going to say nothing. What about, how about you? Because they want you to text them. So, and they want you to come over. They want you to do that shit. So the best, like, if you really, 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 really want to stop fucking with somebody, I feel like, and you just can't do it because of reciprocated energy, just cut. You have to dead it yourself.
You know what song it reminds me of? That Rihanna song Rehab, like featuring Justin Timberlake. That's what it reminds me of. Like, trying to really get over someone. It's like I have to legit put myself in, like, a facility. Like, I need help. Like, I need legit help. But I think this is a great segue into our second discussion: forgiveness. So 2019 just ended 11 days ago. We're talking about our relationships, talking about our boyfriends, our girlfriends, whatever. How do you think in 2020? How do you think you're going to start forgiving people in 2020 for the 2019 transgressions?
It's crazy. Boston. So I lived in Boston for a year. I really hated it because I was from Philly, and it was just hard for me to just assimilate into that culture. But while I was down there, I met a girl, and she was one of my coworkers, and we got real close.
Okay.
And then we just fell off. We had like this big argument and just stopped talking or whatever. And it was just like a really messy situation. So then, one of my other coworkers, she invited me back down to Boston in February, and she was like, well, so-and-so is going to be there. You know, do you have a problem with that, or are you going to be okay? I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. And I was like, girl, it's 2020. Like, I don't care about what happened in the past. Like, we just going to move forward and be brand new. You know what I'm saying? And it just really taught me, like, I don't want to hold grudges against anybody. I don't want to die today or tomorrow and people feel like they can't come to my funeral. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to be able to come. Everybody to say, like, oh, Teresa, she was a good person. We had our times where we wasn't really fucking with each other, but now we're cool and we're good because we move on from things. Right. And especially since going back to the way that I forgive these niggas and forget about that stuff, there's no way that I can hold a grudge against somebody for something that they did to me. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because you live and you learn. Everything happens for a reason. So when you believe that, it's like, girl, I forgive you. Come on, dab it up. I'm not gonna say be best friends again.
Right.
Like, we're not gonna be holding hands and going to the beach and shit.
There's no peace. There's no
Yeah, but if I'm in the room, I'm not gonna swing on you when I see you. Like, we cool, girl. I'm not bothered by you.
Did you set boundaries after that, or was it just it's a clean slate 2020 whatever, or do you?
It was kind of like, since we still had to work together, it was kind of like, I just want to be cordial. I'm not really bothered by no white presence. I get fried every day. I'm just trying to enjoy my life, really. I'm not sitting here mad, like, what is she looking at? You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to be cool. But that's when I learned that, you know how everybody say, I don't like girls only hang with boys because girls is petty? I never believed that.
Me either.
Until I had this situation. I never believed that until I had the situation. Yeah, and then I had a situation, I was like, oh my God, girls are really petty. Like, girls are really, like, petty, backstabbers, all that shit that they was talking about when we was in elementary school, it's real. You know, so you can't just meet a girl and then be her friend and y'all best friend. These girls gotta get vetted just like everybody else. Like, really.
Wow.
Is it more, I don't know if that's more of, like, a girl thing or more of a people thing, because I feel like my closest friends, God forbid, they've never, like, did anything to me. Personally, that I'm like, you know what, I can't fuck with y'all no more. There are people who have come across that are like a little shady. I'm like, you know what, I can't fuck with that. I can't get down with that. But as far as being forgiving and forgiveness in itself, I feel like I've always been such a very, very forgiving person. I feel like I've always given people second, third, fourth chances to make up for their shortcomings. So I think for this year, 2020, is like there's no more like second, third chances, maybe a second chance, but there's definitely not going to be a third or fourth chance. But I want people to know that if you did me wrong, there's no love lost and there's no love found either. We're going to leave it as it is. I know who you are. If I see you in the streets, I'm not going to be like, ugh, like Teresa just said, I'm not going to be like, ew, like, no. But other than that, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, we're going to have a grudge. I'm going to hold a grudge against you. Because, first of all, life is too short for all of that. And then when you're able to forgive somebody and you're able to let go of that hurt, that is such a big weight that is lifted off of your shoulders. Like, have you ever just, like, sat there and be like, you know what? I'm cool off the situation. And then out of nowhere, you just feel, like, relieved.
Man.
You don't even have to tell the person that you cool off the situation. As long as you know that you're good off of it. If you got beef with me, that's cool. I don't got nothing against you, though. But for me, I feel like I'll be more forgiving, be just as forgiving as I am, but after a second chance, we're not coming back from that. It's not that we're not coming back from that, but it's just like, I'm not giving you another chance, but just know that we still, there's no hurt on this side.
I am not a forgiving person.
Really?
I'm not a grudge holder, but for me, it's just like, I like to think of myself as like loyal, like fiercely loyal. And when my feelings get hurt, I think I spend a lot of time thinking like, why is this happening to me? Like, why are you doing this? Like, not to be sappy or like cliche, but like, why are you breaking my heart? And that's not even like on a romantic level. It's also on a platonic level as well. And it just hurts so much. I find that I haven't had any of these issues really with like friends. It's been more like family stuff that I can't wrap my head around why people don't understand that they're hurting other people. So I'm pretty much like one of those hurt me once, shame on me. It can't happen again because I can't keep having my like feelings hurt. I can't keep like feeling bad or trying to figure out why I'm not enough. Like, so for me, it's just, no, I mean, this doesn't mean I hate you. I'm not in the business of like hating people. I'm just like it's going to take me a very long time to trust you. I'm definitely the type of person, like, if we get in an argument, I'm bringing up some shit from 2 years ago. Because it's like, it's still on my mind. And, like, my feelings are still hurt. So, personally, for me, for 2020, I do want to work on just letting things go. And it's not that I want to control how people behave or how they act. It's just, like, clearly, I am not important right now. And this is why these things are happening. I need to exit myself from the situation. I'm very much I am a ghost person. Like, we're not friends anymore. I'm a ghost. Yes. I know we have conversations about this before.
I feel like that's making it too much about you.
Okay.
And you saying like, why am I not important right now? It's not even about you. That's what I had to realize in life. It was like, you know what, Teresa? You're not the center of anybody's life. It took my first relationship to realize that. Like, why isn't he doing this for me? Me. And it was like, girl, this not about you. This man got his own life to live. And people have their own life to live. So if they do some corny stuff, it's not because of me. Maybe it was because of them and some stuff they dealing with. For example, when me and Annika was in high school, we had this friend who we went out and did some crazy things with. Oh, God. And we had, like, the biggest falling out. Hands was put on people and everything. It was just a nasty situation. My taser broke. It was just...
That was a day. That was a night.
Crazy. But
or nights.
Fast forward 4 years later, one of her ex-boyfriends turned out to be my boyfriend's friend, and he had mentioned her, and I was like, oh my God, call her right now. You know, how is she? And it was just like, wow, like 4 years later, I'm not still thinking like, well, where that bitch at? I'm gonna fuck her up.
Oh no.
I'm like, no, like, where is she? How is she? Is she okay? I haven't seen her in a long time. Like, how's she doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to move past that. You know? And it does open you up. Like Deidre said, it opens you up to be like this person that's like, no matter what you do to me. And I kind of think of myself like Jesus sometimes. You know?
All right, Kanye. although I'm here, Mother Teresa.
I kind of think of myself like Jesus sometimes, because in Philly, we live in a place where it's like, if they not fucking with you, don't fuck with them. You know how many people tell you that? You grow up thinking like that, learning like that. Like, do people how they do you. If they wouldn't give you $1, don't give them $1. And it's just like, oh my God. It makes you, it makes you shut off your heart.
Yeah.
You know, so I think of myself like Jesus, like no matter how somebody does me, I'm always going to treat them with the utmost respect.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? With the utmost heart. If you need something, don't be afraid to call me. Whatever you need. You know, because you have to have an open heart for people, because people are not used to that. And that's why people act like that, because what they're raised on is survival and not love. You see what I'm saying? So the first time you reach a hand out to them, they're like, why she giving her hand to me? I don't even know her like that. What she want back from this? And it's like, I don't want nothing. I just want to see you in a good place.
I definitely, just to comment off that, as I was talking to my brother about this, or our brother about this, and I was saying I was having an interesting experience. I was having an interesting experience with my roommates, and I took a step back and I'm like, I wonder if it's just a Philly thing. I feel like I was on such a defense all the time, like every little text, like what you mean by that? But just what you were saying, I think it's just a Philly culture to be so on edge, like all the time, and like you constantly think somebody's coming for your character, or they trying to try you, and it's like, that's exhausting to live like that all the time, to be on go all the time is so exhausting. So that's something that I'm becoming hyper aware of in all my dialogues and conversations with people. Like, am I really just being like too aggressive? And I don't even like to use that word, especially in proximity to Black women, but like,
the label is
for real,
aggressive.
no, for real.
I'm passionate.
Right? Am I just being too passionate about this, or is this person really like offending me, or so I've been trying to pay more attention to that. But like, Black women are not aggressive, like
At all.
let's not even use that word. Passionate was a great alternative. Yes. Do you have anything you want to say? You've been super quiet. Not to put you on blast, but if you don't want to talk, it's cool.
Just for 2020, I'm just like, y'all not holding grudges. I used to hold grudges in the past, but now I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna let you go. And
So why did you hold grudges in the past?
This is because like, it's like you really did me dirty. It's like, I'm gonna get you back. But now I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. So it's like, we'll just talk it out and work it out, and we can just be cool. We're not gonna be all extra. But we can be cool.
Right.
And I'll give you a second chance, and that's it. I'm not doing no more than second chances. Don't worry.
Do you guys feel like people try you more because you're so nice? Because I think we're nice women. I think we're very nice and approachable women. But do you think you get tried more because you want to take advantage because of that?
Yeah.
You know me. I'm like the most gangsterous, like thuggish person for real. And I'm all Black for real.
Teresa put on like
Nobody's gonna try me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I could go out and give 100 teddy bears to 100 kids. Nobody's gonna rob my car. Ain't nobody gonna try me. You have to know yourself and know what you stand in. You know what I'm saying? So it can never be like, oh, he took my kindness for weakness. And a lot of people, especially in my old relationship, a lot of people thought like, he taking your kindness for weakness, Teresa. You just show him the bitch that you is. And I'm like, it's going to speak for itself. Right? I fuck with people so hard. When I finally leave, you going to see. Like, all that was genuine. That was real. When you're real, nobody can ever try to disrespect you.
That's
because
true.
the realness is within you. You know what I'm saying? So you have to stand on that. And if you're a strong person, you can't just stop being kind because you're like, I don't want people to take my kindness for weakness. Right. I'm going to stop doing stuff for people. No. It shouldn't be like that. Stand in it. Stand in your strength because that's what you have. And it's going to exude and people are going to know, like, oh, yeah, she nice as shit, but don't play with her, though.
Yeah.
You know?
That's on period. I do think because when you come off as being, like, really, really nice, like, at my workplace, I'm such a quiet, soft-spoken person. I'm not as, like, outspoken as I am in person or in real life. And that's when you get tried, especially when you work among people who are not of color. They will try you the most.
Do you work in a predominantly white setting?
I sure enough do.
Okay.
I sure enough do, especially when I go... I do social services. Okay. I do a lot of home visits. I have, like, teams where I'm the only Black person on that team. Then I got teams where it's all of us. We all Black. But I do find as though it's like when you are the only person of color on a specific team and you talk to people the first 3 times as nice as can be, it's just like, all right, like my Philly got to jump out now. Now I got to be defensive or passionate. Because what I do, I take it serious and I do my job well. Yeah. And what you're not going to do is you're going to make me sit here and look stupid and act like I'm being mean or an aggressive person towards you when I ask you for something over and over again. And now you want to come to me and apologize for it. No, yeah. Like that's what we're not going to do. But I feel like they definitely do try you, especially when you're younger. I'm my mid-20s.
Yes.
All these people are like in their late 30s, early 40s. They will
things against you: young, Black, and a female.
Yes.
And pretty.
Yes. Yes. No, don't hate that. Don't hate that.
But they'll definitely try you. They are definitely going to try you, and you have to show them like, I'm not going to take this from you. I might be a sweetheart, but don't fuck with me. Like, you really gotta show that in the most professional way possible.
How do you combat that for women who may be watching who are also Black women or just women of color who work in predominantly white settings? Any tips for them to just stay grounded or keep a level head? Because I can only imagine it must be tiring.
When you do your job well, you know you do your job well.
Know your shit.
Exactly.
That's the only thing I can tell you when you're Black and you're working in a predominantly white setting, especially corporate. Know your shit. You can be as ghetto as you want, as loud as you want, as quiet as you want. But if you know your shit, You can go in a room full of white men and be able to hold your own because you know what you're talking about. Exactly. That's the only thing. Education is power.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's what they fear the most out of us, being educated, black and educated.
Don't let you be educated. Go in there and know what you talk about.
Okay.
Like, who is she? She came in here like she running stuff.
You know how many times these people have called my supervisor on me because of X, Y, and Z, and I honestly didn't do anything but go in there and do my job? That they would really try you.
Oh my God.
And cover your ass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I worked in a workplace, and the first thing that somebody told me was write down everything.
You were
I write down everything, and I was like, what? I never wanted to work in a job where it's like you had to watch your back and not say things around people or watch what people say to you or even record on your cell phone.
Yeah.
But when you're working in corporate and you are a minority, you have to write down everything, record everything. Anytime you feel uncomfortable, write it down. If you need a witness, bring a witness in the room. Like, okay, you want to have a conversation? Can you wait 1 second while I get my coworker? I just want to make sure I have a witness in the room. And that's for coverage. You know what I'm saying? Because they will try to twist your words, turn it back on you. So it's a dog-eat-dog world. I finally figured out what that meant. It means that you're a dog as well, and other dogs are here to eat what's yours. Eat your food.
Literally survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
Write it down. It's crazy. You're going to be writing down like, okay, 1/11/2020, Annika said this, and this was my response. It was 4:45. You thinking to yourself like, what? This is crazy.
Yeah.
But no, you got to CYA, cover your ass.
Right.
Oh my
Exactly.
goodness.
Documentation is everything.
Yeah, you definitely have to know your stuff to back you up, so you can be like, yeah, I know my stuff.
It's crazy to think we even have to like operate like that in a work setting. Because my follow up is like, do you think our like white counterparts are thinking that heavy about what they say to you, and like if they
because they're covered regardless.
Exactly.
They don't have
Regardless,
to.
they don't have to at all. And it's like I've always seen this on Twitter. As Black women, we censor ourselves every single day in the workplace, regardless of if you realize it or not, from the way we wear our hair to how we have to talk to people to how we have to tone ourselves down. I got pulled in the office yesterday for wearing a shirt that I wear every single day. I've been working at this job for a year and a half. I'm working at this job for a year and a half. She pulled me into her office saying your shirt's inappropriate. Mind you, it was just a plain white shirt, but I think because the middle it had like kind of these squares that were a little see-through, not even a lot of see-through, a little see-through. She was like, "Oh, you can't wear that shirt anymore." I've probably wore that shirt 10 times, and I'm just like, "Wow,
what are the odds?
What are the odds of that today?" And I was sitting at my desk all day. I was like, "So, how you know I was wearing this shirt?" Because I was literally at my chair the whole entire day.
You know the crazy thing is, somebody probably snitched.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and I've seen people wear booty shorts. The smallest white girls wear these little ass dresses with they non-existent cupcakes hanging out.
And it's like not a problem.
And it's not an issue. But me, a full-figured Black woman, it's a problem. It's all of a sudden an issue. And mind you, I was covered up.
It's provocative on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was covered up. Oh, because it's a little tiny bit see-through. But we find ourselves censoring ourselves every single day. And it's tiring. And I'm pretty sure our white counterparts don't have to think this hard or have to try that hard to even at least fit in into the workplace.
I agree. I agree.
Are we trying to fit in though?
I don't know.
That's one thing I always went back and forth with myself on, especially since I'm a Gemini. It was like,
oh girl, what?
My Gemini moon is rising. I always felt like at work, am I trying to fit in? You know what I'm saying? Am I doing these things to fit in, or do I just want to go under the radar so nobody wants to say anything to me? You know what I'm saying? But most of my life is spent where I'm like, I'm always outside of the box.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to fit in. But it is a corporate culture that you have to fit into and you have to mold yourself to. So for that, I would say just do it in your own way. You know what I'm saying? So they want to say that your shirt is a little provocative. I'm going to wear this next Tuesday, but I'm going to put a blazer on top. And I'm going to have some dress pants with it. So then y'all can't even say anything to me because guess what? This is business casual. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to find different ways within your own rights to do things. And guess what? Make HR your best friend.
Hello. No, seriously.
Like a lot
That's
of
what they're
times
there
they
for.
quick to call HR on us. Let that be her second warning. They want to call HR. So why don't you go to HR before? Like, hey, I'm not even sure if this is something I can approach y'all with, but it kind of did make me feel uncomfortable. I have wore this shirt 10 times, so I'm asking your professional opinion. Is this shirt appropriate? Is it not appropriate? You know? So get them on your side, you know, because that's what they're there for.
Or at least get the bug in the ear really quickly.
Yeah.
speaking of, do you have anything you want to say on that before we transition?
It's just like, it's a lot that goes on, like when you be in like the corporate world, and you just have to watch out for yourself.